Hello Gemini, welcome to your 2022 reading for January. I shuffled all the cards off camera, but for good measure I'll do it a few times on camera. Again, because that was a weak shuffle. I'm going to do a horseshoe spread, that's a general romance forecast, and then I'm going to do a separate spread that's like a relationship spread with you and a specific person. I have also oracle cards from spirit, and then oracle cards from a specific person, and then angel cards for general advice to you. And then I also have a few my Eros Kiss cards, which are some erotic sex cards too, if you want to take those into consideration. Alright, so let's just get started. Okay. Okay. So in the past, it looks like... Oof. Okay. Yeah. So here we got your past, present, near-term future, 3 to 4 months out. We got you in a nutshell, your environment, your hopes or your fears, and your 12-month outcome. In the past, it looks like someone might have kicked you out, thrown you to the side. Like, I'm looking at this Icarus card, it's like, bam, you were just tossed out and you weren't really expecting it and you fell down hard. We got that paired here with the the 9 of Swords, which is a card about anxiety, being in your head, overthinking. It could also be like not sleeping, bad dreams, thinking of a fight, maybe whether it was real or imagined. But yeah, it looks like someone tossed you out to the side and it really hurt you. You weren't even expecting it. It just came out of the blue and damn, you were just gone, and they didn't really... Well, I mean, this guy's looking back, but he's like, kind of like, see ya. Okay, sorry about that. This is your present situation. We got Apollo, God of Light in reverse, and we got the 8 of Pentacles. So it looks like you're working on work rather than your relationship. You might just be trying to get your career, your money back in order, because if you can't control your relationships, at least you can control your time and your money. Yeah, Apollo, the god of light, is normally a card of victory, sun, success, but you have it upside down, so it's like you might even be holding back your light so people don't see it. You don't want to get noticed yet because you want to focus on things you can't control. You don't want attention. We got in your 3 to 4 month future, the Fool in reverse, and the Graces, festivities in reverse. So it looks like you're not gonna want to start something new, and you're not gonna want to be doing parties. You're still... It could be that you're still hurt, or you're just not ready. Maybe you don't think you have enough money yet. Cards in. So just to extend that. Yeah, so you're not ready to start something new because you're still walking away from something. You're doing a very slow walk. You're trying to walk away from your emotions because the emotions you feel didn't serve you. They led you astray. Maybe what's in the cups is actually poison. You just didn't realize it when you were there. Which is funny because you're walking away from these bad cups, but this guy is walking straight towards this new cup, this new fresh cup with clean water in it. So even though You're not going to be willingly jumping off the cliff. You're going to be getting towards the edge, and around the corner will be a new cup of love on your horizon. Alright, now we got your present situation. We got Pegasus, Nature. Pegasus has come out in all the readings so far. And we got the Queen of Cups. And since it's come out 3 times, I'll read it this time. Actually, don't try to read these things on camera. This beautiful creature was born from the neck of the ugly Gorgon Medusa, who represents the primordial feminine. Pegasus is one of the group of the winged horses called Pegasi that gave assistance to the gods and goddesses and pulled their chariots. The superheroes of the ancient Greek sometimes used the Pegasus to defeat dangerous beasts, reminding us that Mother Nature has 2 sides on her. One can be dark and untamed and frightening, while the other blesses us with beautiful animals that can assist us. When presented with either, perhaps we should remember our caretaker role and act responsibly towards the animals and the planet. This card reminds you that the beauty and the power of nature and creatures on the earth, both magical and real. Perhaps you could take time out to appreciate wild or domestic animals, or thank Mother Nature for her beauties. Or you maybe seek assistance from support from a magical Pegasi, as the Greeks did. So yeah, it looks like you're kind of ready to bust out. Because over here, it's like you were kicked out to the curb, tossed out, in the middle of the sky, and maybe a metaphorical Pegasi came and picked you back up. So you're not gonna tumble down to the earth after all. And now you feel free, liberated, and powerful. You don't need this other person to carry you around. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the between the pages and the knights and the queen. The queen is like the master above the pages and the knights of emotions in this case. She has a cup full of love ready to share with people, and she's emotionally fulfilled. She's in tune with her emotions, and she doesn't suppress them. She lets them guide her. So that's you in a present situation. So this is your environment. It's not necessarily something you can control, but the weather forecast does help you, decide whether you will go out or stay in. We got Aphrodite, attraction in reverse, and we got the 2 of Pentacles. So it looks like people around you might be kind of afraid to expose themselves. They're maybe afraid of the truth, or they're afraid of the sexuality or beauty, which is an interesting thing to have in your environment. It also looks like people around you might be juggling a lot of tasks and duties right now. Perhaps they're just too busy to give their full attention to you. They just have their hands full. Okay, so now we got your hopes or your fears. We got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And we got Alchemy, Unfairness. Well, so these are your fears. So they're not necessarily going to come true. And actually, the more you think of a fear, the more likely you're going to manifest it. So try not to, as challenging as that may be. And I mean, it's also good to face your fears, because if you can name it, then you can move past it or conquer it. But it looks like you're afraid of something happening that's out of your control. You might be afraid of people, especially since you're a Gemini, a talker, about communications. You're afraid of people reading bad stuff about you online, or reading bad rumors, hearing bad rumors. You're afraid that things are not going to go as they're supposed to. They're not going to go according to divine timing and planning. And that's your fear. Another one of your fears is unfairness. This card is a really terrible card. I'll give you the little rundown of it. So this woman is raped by one of the gods, and the husband finds out and kicks her out, believing that she voluntarily had sex and cheated on him. So she's kicked out to the curb and treated unfairly. Eventually the husband finds out, oh no, she was raped and it was out of her control, and he takes her back in. But in the meanwhile, she suffered all these hardships. So I guess you're afraid of being kicked out to the curb. You're afraid of someone assuming things about you, not asking the right questions. That does make sense since you got kind of like these little books over here, information, data, knowledge. So you're afraid that people will jump to conclusions and not get the truth and kick you out and punish you for their misconceptions. And we got your 12-month outcome. We got the Emperor in reverse and Prometheus again. He's come out in all readings today. So the Emperor is generally about that's when I meant this to be a romance forecast, but I don't see actually all too much romance on the table. Sorry. Okay, so the Emperor normally in the right side up, he's about responsibility, duty, regulation, doing stuff by schedule, doing stuff by routine, responsibility. But in reverse, it could be like you're sticking too much to your routine, maybe being stubborn. It could be heavy-handed with your with the way you govern your household. It could be that your routine might be stopping you from finding new people, because if you're stuck in your routine, then you're fixed on the same crowd of people within your same routine, and unless you're going to date one of the people within your same routine, you can't find someone new. You can't find a new opportunity if you're doing the same things over and over again. We got Prometheus, cunning. Prometheus is the god that gave fire to the humans even though he wasn't supposed to. So it could be that in the future that you might do something that you're not supposed to, but maybe not. You're not going to do something that you're granted permission to do, but you got to do it anyways, because something calls to your heart. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this, reshuffle, and do a one-on-one spread. We also have the oracle cards from Spirit, and then the oracle cards from a specific person, and then general advice cards from the angels, and then I have a few Eros Kiss cards if you want some sex oracle cards. So give me 1 second, I'll come back when I'm done shuffling. Okay, I shuffled the cards. Let me just do them once more on camera. Alright, my Geminis. So now I got a relationship spread for you. Alright, so we got you, the current, and then your partner. If you do need to flip these, you can, since it's a general reading. It has to accommodate more people. We got your past shared energy, your present shared energy, and your future shared energy. Yeah, so this does look kind of in line with the general romance forecast you had. We got Tai Chi, Fortune in reverse, and we got the Five of Cups. It looks like you're coming over some sort of grieving period. You're still kind of sad about it, but since it's in reverse, you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're starting to get back to normal. Grief doesn't just go away overnight, so you have to ease your way out of it, and that's what you're doing. We got Tai Chi, Fortune in reverse. Generally, this card is very good for like a business career reading, but it's a romance reading and it's upside down. So you feel kind of like you just have bad luck when it comes to love. It doesn't happen for you. It's not happening in the right way. You just don't feel lucky. You never get lucky. And this is the person. Page of Wands, Gaia manifestation. Your person feels pretty, feels better than you. Your person likes to wander and travel around. They have a young spirit about them. They don't mind going places, trying new things. They also are good at manifestation. As soon as they want something to happen, it happens. Which is kind of like the opposite energy of what you have is where you feel like nothing happens for you. This person, as soon as they imagine or want it, it's already there for them. So this is your past shared energy between you and a specific person. Interesting. So we got the Two of Swords in reverse, and we got Pluton, the underworld, Pluto, Hades. So it looks like you guys don't want to see something. You're not eye to eye. You're not willing to make a decision because you can't see something. And because of that, you feel kind of like you're in hell. At least in the past you did. Because the miscommunication between you guys feels like hell. Nothing can get worse than this, is what it feels like. And if you look at the cards, there's all these little, like a kind of Medusa-like figure with all these little snakes kind of balled up. We got a scary little creature right here. We got some lion, gazelle, a pig, and then this guy on a throne, which I guess is Pluto. It kind of reminds me of the hedonism bot on Futurama. Okay. So this is the present shared energy between you two, Gemini. We got Death in reverse and Icarus in experience again. Can't remember if this was in your reading or the other person's reading. I think it was yours. Yeah. So there was some sort of major change where one of you guys had to surrender to the situation or to one of the other person. It was like you were at the mercy. You might have been like the priest here begging for something to happen, and the other person was in control and in power. But once that sort of like begging happened, it really changed the power dynamics of the relationship. And again, we got Icarus experience. Icarus flew too close to the sun, and his wax wings melted away, and he fell down. Yeah, it's again, there's kind of that power dynamic between like one of you guys being higher and one of you guys getting tossed out. Definitely not an equal playing field. It's not at eye level. Someone feels like they've been really hurt, and one person might like the power, even though that's technically the father, but you know, it's not how I'm interpreting it right here. Okay, so the near future. Let me get another card as tell me understand this. Interesting. Okay. I swear I shuffled these cards. Okay, so in the near future we got the Horai time in reverse, we got the Tower in reverse, and reconciliation. So it looks like if there was an argument between you guys, if there was some sort of power struggle, you might be able to patch things up, because you got reconciliation coming up in your future. I pulled this as a tarot card, not an advice card in this context. And you might not see it coming. It might be a very big shock. You didn't think it was going to happen again. So I'm not sure, maybe, you know, if you guys are not even, you know, together right now, you might be separate. Maybe one of you guys was tossed out. Yeah. And it looks like when it happens is when it has to happen. It can't happen any other time. You know, it's going to happen in the perfect time. So not to worry so much about it. Forcing it to happen, just let it happen on its own time. Okay. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is pull these oracle cards from Spirit before I do the ones from your person, if you have a person in mind. I guess I'll shuffle them on the camera. So Spirit has a bird's eye view of the whole situation, as opposed to the person, which might have, you know, a different point of view. Alrighty. So Spirit says, put the computer away. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. It could be maybe even that you're on social media too much. You're working too much. You just, if you're giving all your time to the device, you have no time left in the day to give to anyone else, anything else. When the cards are upside down, I sometimes see that as a blocked version, like the opposite, or it could be to the extreme. This person, so it says unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all they deserve. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Passion. Try something new you've never done before. That came out for Taurus also. Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. In reverse. Regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. Because Spirit sees the truth here. So, I mean, it kind of does line up with the story of someone kicking you out, tossing you to the side. They regret doing that, but it actually might have helped you get protected, because now that you're not with them, you could kind of see the truth for what it was. So like I was saying, these could be either to the extreme, like extreme passion or extreme forgiveness, or it could be like, don't do it. You know, I'm going to go with forgive the situation, because forgiveness is for your benefit, not for theirs. Because it takes a lot of time to be angry. It takes a lot of energy to be angry at someone. So if you forgive them for your sake, it might be helpful to you. Just to feel better. Feel lighter. You could even try doing something not related to romance. Try something, a new hobby, a new trick, a new trade. Try something different. Something else that will evoke your passion. Because when you can get in the energy of touching your passion in one realm, whether it's tarot card reading, art, painting, singing, you'll be in the vibration of passion, and then you can translate it to different areas of your life, which could be in, you know, the bedroom. And it seems like you're unavailable, so if you do want romance in your life, you have to make time and effort to that. You can't just say I want it and then not do something about it. Okay, since we're talking about passion, I'll pull out for some of these Eros cards for you. Alrighty. So, I mean, if you're willing to try something new, maybe one or some of these will be something for you to consider. It could be something that you or your partner wants. I didn't ask the card specifically for who was wanting this time. Should have, but okay. So yeah, in the deck I do have some really soft stuff and really hardcore stuff, so it's a whole range of what it could be. We got cuddling, like an animal, flowers and chocolates, sudden and overwhelming, all of your attention, bareback, and cage. So if you are looking for new things to try in your bedroom and reignite that passion, it's kind of interesting. You have like, you don't mind the soft, sweet, sentimental things of, you know, getting flowers and chocolates, sending them, feeling appreciated emotionally and sentimentally during the day. You don't mind just spending time cuddling in each other's arms, but then all of a sudden, you know, you turn into like a different person. Like an animal, you're very primitive, instinctual. You want everything all at once, and you want all your senses to be ignited. Yeah. And you might even like having control of the person or giving up control by being somehow caged or restrained too. So take it or leave it if you don't want to, you know, try that part of this reading. Alright, so let me pull some cards from your person to you. So don't forget that your person, you know, is not necessarily spirit. So it might be what they think, what their truth is, but not necessarily the truth, if that makes sense. I am not over you. I am with our ancestors. They could be with family. I lied to you. I want to be more than friends. I can't stop thinking about you. I miss seeing you. So if they did in fact toss you suddenly out of the picture, you're in disunion right now, it looks like they might just be busy with family. They might not be able to talk to you right now, which makes sense because it's a family, it's holidays right now. Whatever they told you, like maybe they said, I don't want to see you again, or something, or you're not worth it. They might have said something really ugly. It was a lie. No other way about it. Yeah, maybe they said they just wanted to be friends, but no, they they really wanted you. They just were in denial. They were lying to themselves too. Because they tossed you out, they missed seeing you. I mean, you can't toss someone out and say I miss you, right? You either do or you don't, man. So again, when these are in reverse, that either means it's to the opposite or blocked, or to the extreme. So I'm over the moon. So it could be that they're actually not over the moon, that they're feeling kind of down in the gutter. I don't make enough money. Interesting. They might feel like money is a factor. Maybe they don't deserve you because they don't make enough money. They don't want to bring their debt onto you. I have feelings for you. So I'm gonna take that as to the extreme. They do have feelings for you, and they're even trying to deny it here in the card. You have my there's a new one. You have my heart. That seems self-explanatory. I want the naked truth. So it's like they want to be honest with you, but they're hiding it. And that's so funny because this card was like stuck behind here. It was hidden. So it's like they're wanting, like they're trying to inch that little truth out there, but they're still afraid to show it. That's so funny. I don't know, and you don't know everything about me. So they might feel like maybe they are hiding some sort of debt or liability, or some sort of, dark secret. They lied to you about something. They lied to your face about something. And they might think that because of that lie, they had to keep up a facade. Maybe that's why they kicked you out, because it was easier to kick you out than to tell you the truth. I am working on my career. And again, see, we've got another money thing. So, they're busy doing something. They're busy working on money. And maybe that's why they can't come to you right now. Okay. So, let me pull some angel advice cards for you. Okay. Alrighty. So we got the crystal card Untitled, answered prayers. All of your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Huh. So Untitled is a card of the heart. I mean, I'm guessing the heart because it's green. I'm not very familiar with the stone. But yeah, if you can't find the stone, you could also try to wear green to remind you that your prayers are answered. I'm going to put it next to this Hestia card. Moon cycles. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize on these cycles. We are coming up on the new moon soon. It's, I think, on the 2nd. If I can't remember, I think it is. But yeah, the new moon is about making a goal. You can make a short-term goal that can be achieved by the next full moon 2 weeks out, or you can make a little bit longer-term goal of something that can be achieved by the full moon. So if we got the full moon in Capricorn, sorry, the new moon in Capricorn, then the full moon in Capricorn will be 6 months out. So a longer-term goal. It'll help keep you on track and keep you accountable. And this is as advice to you. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So you met them, you know, you just haven't maybe really connected the way you're hoping to connect yet. Oracle cards. You are able to discern the answers and guidance for yourself and others. Well, isn't that fun? So if you want, you could buy some tarot cards or make your tarot cards and start pulling the answers for yourself. This is actually like a tarot card thing, but I'll pull it too anyways. Hestia home. So it might be time for you to focus on your home and family right now. And I cut that there. Okay, Gemini. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you next month if you want to join me again.